Hi, good morning, or almost afternoon, I think. Nope, it's 10 o'clock here. It's Thursday, 2 days out. I am feeling actually not too bad. Tired, still a little pain, but nothing like the previous 2 surgeries, so I'll take it. Last night, I think I could have used something more. I am getting IV Tylenol. But last night I could have used something just to take the edge off. And I don't like taking pain meds, period. And I don't need much at all for them to work. So probably the lowest dose they could have given me, and then half it would have been just enough to just give me a little bit of relief. But I do understand why they have implemented trying to hold off giving us pain meds after this surgery because excuse me. They do suppress our respiratory system, which we already having issues with that, so you certainly don't need it repressed anymore. And then they do leave us more susceptible to infections, which we're already highly susceptible to after this type of surgery. So makes total sense. And if you can tolerate it and get through the first few days, it is better on your body in the long run to not use them or overuse them. Whereas before it was just a continuous stay ahead of the pain, stay ahead of the pain, stay ahead of the pain. And excuse me, I'm a little, you can hear me, still rattly, wheezy, but I did actually cough up a lot of mucus last night, and this morning. So all good stuff. A couple things that I didn't mention yesterday just because I was really out of it. Still, I did get moved. Oh, well, start over. I got moved to a regular room last night. I don't know, it's probably around 9-ish. So that was good. I did walk yesterday in the ICU. I did 3 loops around the ICU. And then I also, this morning, I did 4 loops around, we're in the coronary cardio unit, which my tech, sweet little guy named Surish, said they just recently opened it to thoracic patients. And I'm like, well, that's because all of us TV members are keeping Dr. Lazaro busier than he probably wants to be. But he's the best. And they all agree. They're like, oh, yeah, he's amazing. So, I don't have as many incisions this time. I just have 2, maybe. He did not use the ECMO. I think I mentioned that yesterday, but there are a couple of reasons for that. With the ECMO, you have to use blood thinners. So there's a lot of blood, and he wanted a clearer field of view to look at and examine my left side, which I've also told you is just completely full of scar tissue that is glued together and hard and like he said last time, he couldn't even get his tool in there. But part of it was he also didn't have a real clear view. So he wanted to be able to examine that and see what he could do. So good news on that front. He actually got in there and worked a little bit. He said it was hard and very difficult, but he did get like the very first portion kind of cleared out a little bit, so he knows he can do it. Which, when he told me Tuesday he was going to look at it and see, I'm like, well, I'm not going to hold my breath, and I'm not going to hold you to being able to do anything, because I understand if you can't. And he was so happy when he told me he was going to be able to get in on the left side and get that cleaned out. And I think that will just make world difference in my quality of life, and hopefully it will require another surgery, and he will go on the left side, which is more risky, but he's confident that he can get a lot of it cleaned out and open that airway up, so I'll be breathing even better. But that'll be several months. I have to get over this surgery before we do that one, which makes total sense. So that was just such a relief. I had been very concerned about my future when the right side failed again, because it will, because that's the nature of this disease. It's not me being negative. It's, this is a degenerative disease and there's no cure. So eventually it's going to fail again. But now, after he gets the left side done, maybe won't be as dire of a situation to get in and get the right side cleaned up again, because there's not going to be a whole lot left that he can do on the right side, because he's going to be running out of good cartilage to attach stuff to. And I think he did put in some new mesh instead of repairing the old mesh on the right side, and he cleared out a little bit more some scar tissue. There wasn't near as much because it wasn't near as long a time frame between surgeries, so it makes sense that there wasn't as much scar tissue. So overall this surgery has gone so well. It is just a godsend, and I know that your prayers and your support and his talent, God's hands in Lazaro's hands, have made the world of difference in this surgery and the outcomes of this surgery. So rumor has it, I might get to go home today. I'm ready, and I wouldn't push it if I didn't feel like I could go home and rest better at home or at our Airbnb. And then tomorrow we will head down we always stay at Seaside Heights, which is a little island off the coast here in New Jersey on the beach. So our Airbnb, our little house, is walkable to the beach, even for me. It's just like 2 blocks. So we will head down there tomorrow and be on the beach until we leave here. And people always ask, why do you go there? It's so far. Because I love it. And if I'm going to be out here for a couple weeks having to recover, why not be on the beach? It's not really that far. I think it's about 40 or 45 minutes from where Dr. Lazaro's office is, where I go for my follow-ups. And I'll have 2 or 3 of those. So not a big deal, because we live 40 minutes outside of Cape Girardeau, where the biggest town around us. So we drive. It's not a problem for us. So, I'm excited to get down there to the beach and just breathe in the clean salt air, which is actually good for your respiratory system. I think that's about it for now. I just am so thankful that this surgery has gone so easy. I mean, really easy compared to, and I don't want to jinx it, but the other 2 surgeries were so hard. Physically. Talk about pain. This pain is nothing compared to those. So I can hack it. And breathing easier is already improved. I got tired at the 4th lap. I was ready to come sit down, but I'm sitting in my recliner instead of the bed, which is also a good thing. So hopefully I get to go home in a few hours. And that's really what I got today. I'll keep you posted on if I get to go home or if I keep me another night. But two of the doctors on the thoracic team and the pulmonology team said they felt pretty good about me going home if I felt like I was ready. And again, I'm not pushing it, so don't worry that I'm pushing it. But I just, you just rest easier at home. And I don't know if you can hear them, but there's bells and whistles and alarms going off all over the place on this floor, so it'd be nice not to have that. So, anywho, I will get off here. I just wanted to give you an update. And I just appreciate you all so much, and thank you for your prayers and your support and your love. They worked. So, God bless you all, and have a wonderful day.